I used to work with Rick James.
Oh, I did too. I did a Rick James.
And Rick
Same
James
thing,
was
yeah.
on crack heroin. Or crack cocaine.
We could do a whole other show on Rick James.
Oh, I know it.
God.
So here Rick is, and everybody was so scared to wake him up. After he'd had a binge, he was like a bear. Yep. Nobody wanted to touch him. So I remember this one night in St. Louis. The first group, I think it was a Gap band, was off stage. They'd played their set. 12,000 people are in the arena. Joe, what's it, Joe Louis Arena or something like that?
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, 12,000 people were...
That's Detroit.
Detroit?
Yeah.
They're all in that city.
They've seen them one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, exactly. So the first band had actually gone off stage, and they still hadn't woke up Rick. He's still in the bus, and everybody's scared to do it. So they decided the game plan was this. They got a gurney. They rolled it to the front of the bus. Two guys went on and carried him off down the bus steps and onto the gurney, covered him up, where they had, and when they got him into the dressing room, they had a masseuse waiting for him. Yeah, and they did the whole thing, and, you know, of course, he probably helped get him, you know, a punch-up, you know, another kind of way, too. But he was on stage in 20 minutes and did a kick-ass show. He was a hell of a performer.
You know what? No matter what Rick... I did the last 3 Rick James tours, including the one he had his stroke and the last one that almost killed him and blah, blah, blah. No matter what shape that guy was in, no matter what happened, the minute he'd get up... I've seen him go in front of hip-hop crowds. He had a 13-piece band, you know, horns, the whole bit. Yeah. He'd go in front of a hip-hop crowd of blacks who didn't even know who Rick James was and didn't care. Right. And just screaming for Boyz II Men or whoever the fuck they were there to see. He would come out there, and 3 minutes into his set, every kid was up and rocking and going, Rick James, yeah, I know this guy. Right. I mean, he would do a show that would kick your ass. But everything around that show, just to get there and do that show was insane. It was just completely insane.
The first time that I ever met him was at the first show I was supposed to do with him. I went to his house in Beverly Hills 3 times, and he missed all 3 appointments to talk to me about it.
Yeah, that's my man.
So the first show, he has me go in.
Well, it's the same. I mean, it really is the same generation, same sort of groove. It's those cats that just could never get away from the demon, right? Everything else was great, but the demon kept them fucked up. And the demon was crack, man. It was.
So he pulls me into the dressing room, right? And he said, "Right, motherfucker. When I count to 3, I want all the lights on." Like that. And I went, okay. That was my... It scared the crap out of me.
That's all intimidating.
So I go out, show starts, house lights go down, band starts playing. I'm going, okay, and I start creeping the lights up. And
where's 1, 2, 3?
He didn't count to 3. Right? So we did the whole show and everything. That night, we all go home. We played there 2 nights. Came back the next night. Rick wants to see you in the dressing room. I go into the dressing room. He comes up to me, and he said, "Motherfucker, where were you? I told you when I count to 3, I want all the lights on." And I'm shaking in my boots. And because he's towering, he's got these platform heels. Fortunately, there were 3 other band members that come in and said, "Ricky, you didn't count to 3. You didn't count." But to this day, I'll never forget this. He's yelling at me, but the whole time he's yelling at me, he's got pink curlers in his braids.
It's really hard.
And I couldn't take him seriously from then on out. So from that day on, whether it was Elton, whether it was Ozzy, or anybody else who I ever worked with, when they started going off and being a prima donna, I thought about the pink curlers.